but we're closing in on Brandon Knight. Why is he the #2 point guard prospect in the nation?
Well, he's the two-time National Gatorade Player of the Year. He beats defenders with a quick first step. He's an outstanding scoring point guard, and when he gets in the lane, he has excellent body control to finish the play. He can take the hit and still put the ball in the basket. He has a tremendous work ethic. He's been a winner his whole life, and whatever program he chooses, he's going to be an impact player.
Absolutely. You look at those square shoulders and you say he can carry some weight. He's got a strong build, and one of the biggest things I like about him is he is able to get inside the lane and cause havoc to trade off for a shot or easy basket for himself.
And guys, he has a 4.3 GPA, and he's doing this at an academic school, Pinecrest School, one of the best in the nation, especially down there, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And that's where we're going right now, because Brandon Knight, the #2 point guard prospect in the nation, is standing by. Brandon, we've been building up to this moment. We're almost there. Who are the finalists for your services on the next level, and how'd you get to this point, Brandon?
5 schools on my list are Syracuse, UConn, Florida, Kansas, and Kentucky. And I just got to this point by, just trying to evaluate each school and figure out which program will bring the best, to me and help me to achieve success. And each school, has its great pros and great things that it has to offer. Like Syracuse, has a great coach in Coach Boeheim. UConn has a great history. Kansas has a great program each and every year. Florida also has a great coach, and Coach Billy Donovan, and also at Kentucky, Coach Cal, who's also a great coach.
Brandon, you very much are the first domino in this late signing period. After we get this commitment, all the other pieces fall into place. So let's start that domino effect. Brandon Knight, where are you going to play college basketball?
The place where I plan to play my college basketball is at the University of Kentucky.
The cat literally out of the bag, and you can hear the response from the student body there at Pinecrest School is Brandon Knight, the #4 overall player in the ESPNU 100, committing to sign up to play for John Calipari. Let's see, you got Derrick Rose, you got Tyreek Evans, John Wall, and now Brandon Knight. So, Brandon, special moment there. You're joined by your parents on stage, your coach, your athletic director there at Pinecrest. Why was Kentucky the ultimate pick for you, Brandon?
It's kind of tough to hear you right now.
It's okay. Relax, enjoy that moment a little bit, because again, this is something that Pinecrest School has been waiting for, very much an academic institution in the state of Florida. But Brandon has come in and really put the athletic department of Pinecrest School on the map there. We're talking about a young man that scored his 1,000th career point as a freshman, started playing for this program back in 8th grade. Now we got it settled down a little bit. Brandon, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let's talk about the Kentucky Wildcats. Why was Kentucky the right pick for you?
I just chose Kentucky just because I felt there was a place that had great players, a great environment, and just a place where I can elevate my game with great coaches and great pieces around me already.
I already mentioned the names that have played the point guard position under Coach Cal. When you hear Rose, Evans, Wall, was there ever a moment in time that you weren't considering following in that line?
There was a time when I wasn't considering going to Kentucky just because of the simple fact that, all the other schools were great places to go, and all the other schools had great things to offer, like I said before. But it just came down to, what I said before, being comfortable at, when I went on my visit, and feeling that I can get better at Kentucky.
What is it about playing that point guard position under Coach Cal? What is so enticing to prospects like you and all the other three that had followed before you?
I think it's a lot of players are enticed by Coach Cal and his, ability with point guard just because of the simple fact of the things that he's done with, previous players. He's helped them to, just nurture their talents and get better. So I think that's what entices a lot of players about that situation.
Also mentioned your GPA. It's well over 4 there, a great academic program that you are going to. You're going to replace John Wall, a guy that had the highest GPA on Kentucky. What is it about you and how you have managed to balance those very strict academic requirements and also the athletic ability that you have?
I try to balance education and athletics just by trying to keep my head on straight, just knowing that it's a privilege to play basketball and knowing that, you know, my parents, you know, forced me to get my schoolwork done in order to play. So I kind of really have no choice. But education is important, and your mind's going to last you a lot longer than your legs. So I feel, you know, I have to try to get my education just so I can be ready for life after basketball.
Refreshing moment right there from you, Brandon Knight. And that does deserve the round of applause. Academics so important and such a crucial part of your young life. I mentioned off the top before we got that announcement, you're really the domino in this late signing period. So now one has fallen. Who are you now going to try to recruit to join you in Lexington?
Players I'm going to try to recruit are just, you know, whoever's left and whoever wants to come to Kentucky with me. You know, there's a lot of great players out there still. You know, Josh Selby's still out there, C.J. Leslie, Terrence Jones, Corey Joseph, a lot of great players. So whoever wants to come, you know, I'm going to try to get them to come now.
The Pied Piper of Kentucky basketball. That is Brandon Knight. Hey, Brandon, congratulations on that commitment to Kentucky. And thank you so much for sharing this moment with us here on our coverage on ESPNU.
Thank you.
Brandon Knight, that is the way you do it right there. Another round of applause from all his fans, his friends at Pinecrest School. As the first one is off the board, Brandon Knight on his way to play for John Calipari and the Kentucky Wildcats.